So I think a lot of people saw my $600, or not my $600, sorry, my tiny travel PC that I built for the Intel event. A lot of people were asking me to do a budget version of that. So that is what we are doing today. We are building yet another gaming PC inside this obnoxiously tiny Joyjom, like 3-liter case. Absolutely ridiculous. Believe it or not, though, I actually like the case. We didn't have any real issues building inside of it. We only had the CPU cooler issue, which we're going to address again today. It only fits a single fan graphics card, but it does fit a dual slot, which is nice. It comes with a riser cable, and it is pretty much as small as it can get. Don't clip that. After I built this travel PC, though, we are now using that travel PC as my son's Minecraft/Minecraft Dungeons gaming PC, and it's actually working quite well. It's a little loud. I still got to do some more tuning to it, but I actually do like this case. 70 bucks. So we got this, but this time we're not putting a 9600X in there. We're going budget. So for our budget ITX small form factor build, we're going with the Ryzen 5 5500. Have you guys ever seen a Ryzen 5 5500 small form factor build? Probably not. We might be building. Yeah, you have? Okay, all right, never mind. Maybe it's not as special as I thought it was. All right, I'll excuse myself out. For the motherboard, we got an ASRock B550M ITX /AC. Why did I get this, you may be asking? Because this was literally the cheapest AM4 ITX motherboard that I can find. I hope... Oh, look, it's Windows 11 ready. There we go. That's good to know. That's really good to know, man. It's at least ready. $90. Dude, that's still expensive. $90. ITX mother... Dude, that ITX tax is real, man. $90. This was the absolute... brand new. This is the absolute cheapest AM4 ITX motherboard that I can find whenever I was searching for it. ITX motherboards are no joke, man. All right, after that, we got some DDR4 action. We got some more Clev Bolt. This is a 16 gig, 3200 megahertz DDR4 kit. I actually did want to go, I was willing to spend the money for 32 gigabytes for this build, but oh my God, have you guys seen the price of RAM? I made a video a couple days ago talking about how bad DDR4 pricing and DDR5 pricing got. Dude, it is insane. 32 gig DDR4 kits are like $100. It's insane. Like it got worse. It's getting worse every day, man. I just bought a 32 gig DDR5 kit. Like 32 gigs DDR5. Just 6,000 megahertz. I paid $160 for it. Dude, it is crazy bad. Like this isn't like fake freaking out. This is actually bad, man. Stop freaking out. I can't help myself, man. I think we should freak out about this. So we got that for the SSD. Again, also going up in price, but not nearly as much. This is the PNY CS 2132, 2241. 1 terabyte. This is just a Gen 4. We can only do Gen 3 speeds with the 5500. But this was 60 bucks. That's still like not absolutely terrible. But dude, SSD prices, they're going up too. Next up, for cooling the 5500, we are using the exact same CPU cooler. This case can only fit up to a 36 millimeter tall cooler. And as far as I know, there's only 2 options available, this and something else. This is the Thermalright AXP90X36. It's exactly 36 millimeters. The installation process of this went absolutely terrible. Did you get scammed this time? No, I checked. That's why I can't reclose it, because I checked. The installation process was terrible. I saw a couple comments talking about the installation process is not terrible if Zach actually knew what he was doing. So I pulled up the YouTube video for Thermalright. We're going to play that entire video today for the haters, and I'm going to show you that even for Thermalright, this is the most BS CPU installate. We're keeping it chill. I'm not feeding the haters. Everyone's going to stay calm. All right, next up, we're using the exact same power supply as last time. This is the Apevia 500 watt 1U. The reason why we have to go with this is because our case only fits a 1U power supply, aka a flex power supply is another name for it. It is fully modular here, which is nice and actually required for a build like this. It is from Apevia. I don't think this rates highly well at all. I wouldn't recommend flying on a plane with it like I did. If we could cut that part out of the stream. Oh, we're live? Let's just forget that I said that. Not exactly the highest tier power supply, but I did some more research, and if you want to get an actually respectable flex power supply, you're looking at $200. I honestly don't think that there's a single respectable flex PSU under $200, at least on Amazon. So myself and ETA Prime, I've used this like probably 5 times, probably more than that, maybe 8 to 10 times I've used this power supply. I obviously have not had an issue, otherwise I wouldn't keep buying it. He told me he's never had an issue with it as well, but if you don't want to follow that one, that's fine. But that's what we're going with today to keep the costs down. It would not make sense to go with a $200 flex PSU in a build like this, because our GPU is none other than this absolute legend right here. So although we may have a low-tiered power supply, we are going with a super high-tier 4K graphics card. Borderline 8K, depending on the settings you use. With the RTX 3050. Why are we going with the 3050, you may ask? Because our case can only fit a single fan graphics card. It can fit 2 slots. It can only fit 1 fan. That barely fits. Just go with the low profile 4060, bro. Again, I already made a video about this. The 4060 low profile, I absolutely love that card because it's low profile. Low profile cards do not fit. Or I'm sorry, that low profile card does not fit. The 4060 low profile is like this long. It's 3 fans. It does not work. We can only fit a single fan GPU. It can be 2, oh, hold on. It can be 2 slots, which is nice, but it can only fit a single fan. There are not many single fan GPUs available. There's a 5050, which we used last time. A 5060, which I wish I would have used, but that was unavailable. There is a 6500 XT. As far as budget, brand new single fan GPUs go, 3050 is probably the best option. Believe it or not. So yeah, that's the parts list for today's build. The whole build cost me, I think it was just under $600 actually. Yeah, $581, which is actually a pretty crazy price for a 1080p capable small form factor build. That's like 3 liters. The CPU cooler I am definitely not looking forward to, but yeah, let's just jump in, man. No chance for integrated graphics? I mean, yeah, you definitely could. That's not my style, though. And we also realize that the 3050 is far superior than integrated graphics, right? Like, guys, I know it's fun to beat up on the 3050, but remember, the 3050 is still a don't clip this. The 3050 is still a capable CPU, guys. Like, it doesn't, it's not on the same playing field as integrated graphics. Like, it's not absolutely awful. The only reason we hate it is because the price to performance value isn't that good. Especially when it launched. Clipping. Okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Alright, there's our motherboard. Let's get out our 5500. Clipped and caught in 1080p. Good thing I don't stream in 4K. Alright. 5500. Anybody check to make sure pins aren't bent? I think we're good. Alright. RTX 3050 is not better than the Ryzen 4070? Dude, there's not a single person that's saying it is, man. Like we all know that, man. We are all completely... Oh. Sorry. Get some zoom in action. We are all completely tracking that. Drop that pin down. Boom. CPU is installed. I'm gonna save that for later. We're not gonna use the stock cooler like we did last time. Let's get some RAM action out now. There we go. Isn't there a single fan 3060 Ti? Yes, there are better options available. Hence, we are building a budget small form factor build, man. Alright, RAM's going... Oh, sorry, I missed the ASMR. Here, I can give it to you once. Alright, I got you. We're gonna be clutch on this one. We only got one shot at this being a good one. I'm here for the people. The people want the RAM ASMR, that's what I can get. That's what I can deliver. Honestly, not terrible. Alright, this is our SSD heatsink. We need to remove this so we can install our SSD. I know you're only looking at my finger, or my hand. Doing my best. There we go. Pop that out. We will remove the not fruit by the foot texture plastic peel. This is a very normal, not actually tasty plastic peel here. Now we can install our SSD. Is it the Clev Crass? No. No, with the SSD prices, this was actually the most affordable Gen 4 drive. What in the world? Dude, what is up with these SSD unboxing experiences? Why can't they just make this basic? No, this one, the 2241. This was actually the cheapest Gen 4 drive that I could find at the time. No, I didn't get scammed this time. Alright, we're going to install that into the slot. At a little bit of an angle, like so. You can see said angle right there. We removed the plastic piece from here. And now we can push that down. And these screws will keep that locked down into place. Yeah, I got a stubby for y'all. Dude, I'm trying to move on from that one. Unfortunately, I lost my plumber in the process. I'm never going to be able to hire him again. I'm trying to move on. If anybody knows a plumber out here in Pittsburgh, I could use a new one. Or hopefully I don't need a new one, but at some point. Alright, there we go. SSD is installed, RAM is installed, CPU is installed. The only thing left is this absolutely awful CPU cooler. Is this for a YouTube video? It is. We're going to make a long form video about how to build a sub $600 small form factor build. Is he cooked or is he cooking? Dude, we're cooking as of right now, man. As of right now, all is good. Alright, we can remove these little plastic pieces. That we don't need. Now here is our CPU cooler of choice. The Thermalright AXP90 X36. Like I said earlier, I think there's only two 36mm options available. Our case only allows for 36mm in height. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera just how small this CPU cooler is, but this is how small it is. Hold on, let's do a practice run. Okay, we're not using this. We'll do that. Do I need to uninstall the... Oh wait, it would be like this. Is that working? Yeah, okay, I can leave the RAM on there. Oh, dude, okay, I'll do it the Thermalright way. Okay, what did it say to do first? We gotta take this plastic peel off first. Somehow that is step number 1, which is already like making me upset. Step number 2 is we have to unscrew these things right here. Make sure to save these screws and try not to scratch the surface. Don't forget the toothpaste. Try not to, man. All right, those we don't need. How do I fast forward? That's kind of disrespectful, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's not a nice thing to say during a live stream, man. LA Army guy with the 1000 biddies says use their way of putting on thermal paste. Nah, we're not. We're not stooping that low, ma'am. I don't know if I don't know if you know this, LA Army guy, or not. You might not be up to speed on this. I like to build PCs like without getting frustrated. I don't really like building completely weird stuff or stuff that doesn't fit, you know, or like PCs for 3D TVs. It's just not really my style, man. I like call me old-fashioned. 3D PC flashbacks. Yeah, maybe I'm just weird like that. Oh my god, yeah, this is also a not a fun process. This isn't the hard part, but it's certainly not the easy part either. I mean, like this cooler had to have been developed in the 70s. This is just like the dumbest possible way that you could design a CPU cooler. Very, 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 very dumb. All right. Who buys a 3D TV? I don't know, man. I don't know those people either. Developed 60 months ago? Definitely longer than that. All right. That piece is in there. Did temperature exist in the 70s? That actually sounds like a very degenerate thing to say. Very Gen Z degenerate thing to say. I like it. I've got 20 giveaway tickets right now. Yes, as another reminder, please guys, our giveaway is on Thursday. If you missed me talk about it during the intro, please type in !giveaway and convert those giveaway points into tickets now. Just in case you forget to do it on Thursday, please do it now. Because we reset everybody's points after we draw the giveaway, which we will do on Thursday. Okay. That is installed. We got these two AM4 brackets installed. We're going to have to open it. I don't think we need these long ones. We need the short screws. So those can go back in the box. I think the next step is to apply thermal paste, which is just outrageous. Okay. So we got that. We got that. All right. We don't need these. Okay. All right. Next step, according to the Thermalright video, is to install thermal paste. I am not going to install thermal paste like they did. I will install it like a normal human. I am going to use the Thermalright paste, though. Okay. Wow, that's actually pretty solid, man. I'm not going to lie. That one quite hit the mark. That is a... Wow. Wow. So, what we do, according to Thermalright, we're gonna... Oh my god, please don't clip this. We are gonna put this... like this. Right? Oh, wait, hold on, I missed a step, Hold on, I forgot, we have to install these little screws. Hold on. We gotta do that first. Randucci with the $10 dono says, I built my first PC after watching your videos. And Salem Tech prepared me with knowledge and confidence to do it right the first time. Thanks for the great recommendations and content. Dude, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. One day, Andy's gonna be on this Thirsty Thursday. Okay? I'm gonna ask him soon. I don't know if he'll drive or fly or what. But the studio setup for live streaming is ready. And I think we need to get him on Thirsty Thursday. Louder? Which step are you on? Okay, we're on the weird step as of right this second. Okay, so we have our CPU cooler with the screws. The next step is to take our motherboard with thermal paste. Again, don't clip this. And we're gonna apparently flip it upside down. Dude, I don't think I can do this, man. Like, this is gonna... Okay. Oh my, dude, it just doesn't, don't do it. It just doesn't feel right flipping a motherboard upside down. Like, I know the thermal paste isn't going to, like, drip, but it like this motion is what's not feeling good at all. Must be performance anxiety. Okay. Oh my god, I can feel the thermal paste, like, oh my god, this. Okay, what do I do now? Dude, I can feel that thermal paste, like, spreading through the whole board. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. And then that goes like that. I feel the thermal paste through my entire hand and the motherboard. And then we screw it on like this, apparently. Ew. Spread it. So we're doing it backwards now? Get out. Get out. I do not recommend anybody install CPU coolers this way. As a disclaimer. Oh my god, I just rotate. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, we're gonna hand tighten this down. Just like this. I can still feel like the thermal paste through the entire PCB, like spreading. It's ridiculous. Oh, this is bad? Okay. Now we're gonna use our little tool and actually tighten it. I can't really tell if it's gonna be lined up straight. I guess we'll find that out after I flip it over. Hold on. Okay. Like that. Okay. Now we can really start tightening it down. In a nice little star pattern here. And we're just gonna hope for the best, man. Just put it out of its misery. Dude, I just want to be done with this. Okay, we're almost done. Salute to the motherboard. Okay. Dude, I think we did it correct. We're gonna flip this over and like it's gonna be upside down or something. I don't know what to expect here, man. It's a lot of turns to tighten that, though. Motherboard is suffering. I'm trying not to push down on it. I'm just trying to twist without a push down motion. Okay. I think I can get another turn or two. Yeah. Now that these are all even. Okay. Fan is set to outtake. Okay. All right. Let's take a... Installing the... Oh, no. Oh, no. No, thank you. Not up in here. I will provide my own zip tie. Thank you very much. I do not need you shorting out my motherboard at all. Good sir. There we go. Gotta get some tools out. And we should be good, man. I already clipped it. Well, you're banned, so there you go, man. Sorry. Was that a twist tie? It was. Cut that off. Now we can install the PWM connector. We can hide this cable right there. And boom. There we go. I actually just thought of something very useful to what we're about to do. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure when I used this power supply last time, I had to uninstall the modular cables, at least some of them, whenever we put them in the case, because some went on one side of the motherboard, one went on the other side. So I think it's actually best if we don't install these cables. Am I remembering that correctly? Okay, what do we need for a 3050? 3050 doesn't have external power, right? So I think this is all we need right here. The 24 pin and the 4+4. We're not going to need any of this, right? We got the 3050 right here. Yeah, no external power. Wow. Okay, this is going to be, dare I say, easy, smooth. This has been a pretty smooth build so far, man. I think it might continue. All right. Let's start disassembling this, shall we? Do you still use your Steam Deck or ROG Ally? Which one do you prefer? I gave my wife the Steam Deck, and I have the ROG Ally X. I still use it, yeah. I like the Ally. I really don't have many complaints about it. Whenever we do our Minecraft game nights on like Friday nights, my boys are playing on the PCs up in the playroom, and I've been playing on my ROG Ally X. I'll use it occasionally, like before bed, for like a half hour before I start passing out. I like it, man. I like it. I will... Where's the ice cold beer? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I go through phases of drinking beer, as we know. I think I'm in a phase of like not wanting to drink. There's about a 95% chance I am gonna drink on Thirsty Thursday. But like, dude, I kind of don't want to, man. I haven't been feeling it too well. Or like, it just hasn't been sitting right. I also love the feeling of going to the gym optimized in the morning. Like, I mean, one beer, I'm not like really hungover, but even if I have one beer, I will typically wake up with some sort of headache or just a little bit dehydrated, a little bit less performance in the gym. Kind of in a phase of, please go get a beer. Okay. You convinced me. Why is the case so small? It is a small form factor build. They are fun. They are also difficult. Just don't drink beer. Water is perfectly fine. Well, we're not going... Don't get ahead of ourselves. We need some sort of entertainment. Water is not entertaining. We need some sort of diet soda or something. Some sort of flavor action. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go. This is the Joyjom ITX. We installed this actually upside down, right? Oh, wait. No. We got to do something first. I almost forgot. We have to install the PCIe bracket first. Or the riser cable, I mean. Yeah, I almost forgot. We got to do that first. Because the riser bracket has to loop up and around. So we will install this first. Like so. Oh, yeah, the IO shield too. We will definitely need that as well. Okay, so that's installed. That's going to loop up and around the case. Let's also install our IO shield. Like so. Loop up and around. Yep. All right, so we got that. Now this gets fed through here, I think. Because our GPU gets installed on the opposite side of the case. How'd I do this? Can't see. Maybe I should have went the other way. Okay, there we go. So that's feeding through like this. Now, we can install our motherboard. Oh my god, did I really install that upside down? I did. Wow, I specifically told myself, don't install this upside down. Still did. Okay, we'll flip that around. Alright, there we go. Now... Hello? Hold on. Try not to break this. Trying to be gentle here. I think it's gonna go like this. There we go. And then settle down into there. Oh, yeah. It's not lined up, though. Something is not perfect. Okay, there we go. Does that look okay over there? Yeah, that looks good. Oh, yeah. This is why people install small form factor builds, ladies and gentlemen, because of the satisfyingness. Oh, this will not work, though. That will not reach. Okay, so this... Oh, this will be fun. Actually, both these cables won't reach. So these cables need to be fed up through here first. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a little bit tight. Oh, brother. Wow, that is quite a tight fit. Okay, okay. There we go. So that is going to go up that way. We got to do the same thing for this. For these. Okay. There we go. How will the graphics card fit? You'll see. Not to keep you on the edge here. But the power supply or the graphics cards installs on the other side and the power supply installs right here. So I think that's okay. I think we're safe to screw this in, the motherboard in. Take off the front panel? Oh, that's right. We can take off the front panel. I don't think I need to, though. I forgot that the front panel is removable, too. I don't think we really have to, though, do we? I don't think that would really help us right now. I forgot I could. I will if we need it. Get that motherboard secured. Like so. The bottom panel comes off too. Okay. How long have you been doing this for? I mean, the stream started like, what, 6 minutes ago or something? It's a pretty quick build. We got this under control, man. Pretty easy, standard, small form factor build. Kind of my specialty. Okay. That is installed. Now let's install this USB 3.0 cable. Like that. And then, oh, these are going to be extra fun. I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but this is going to be extra fun trying to plug in the little case connectors down here. We got power switch and power LED. Good thing we don't have them all. Oh, I remember I uninstalled the RAM last time. We can do that. I forgot about that. Okay. So now we can get to do power switch first, because that's up top. Then I can do power LEDs. This one really requires the tiny raccoon hands. There we go. That's plugged in, and then one more. I know you guys can't see this, sorry. This is where having raccoon fingers comes in handy. I agree. I wish I had them. I know somebody that does. But I do not. Okay. Those are installed. Those are looking good. That's there. Let's reinstall our not wiggly RAM. Boom. There we go. Okay. So that part's installed. That's looking pretty good. I think we want to do the power supply next. This is where the GPU is going to be installed, by the way. I guess we can install these real quick. Should we do that real quick? This is where the GPU is going to sit on the back side. That's why we have this riser cable here. I'm not going to fully tighten those down because we want to have a little bit of... Or actually, no. I'm not going to tighten that down at all. It'll probably be easier if that's completely uninstalled. Let's do our power supply now. This is why we have a tiny 1U flex PSU, because nothing else would obviously fit in this tiny little section down here. But basically, we're going to install that like this. And then... Pretty sure it's better to install the cables afterwards. Those cables we don't need. These are the cables that we do need. It's a walkie-talkie. Yeah, because this is the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, let's install the power supply next. This is what the power supply install looks like. Just 4 traditional power supply screws here. Take off the front panel. Now the front panel would probably be beneficial to take off. Yes. I still don't know if we have to though. Probably. I'm not 100% sure if we actually need to though. Okay. Power supply. Is that an LTT screwdriver? It indeed is. The translucent one. Okay. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to take that off now. That will definitely be beneficial to take off now. Okay. I tried. I tried not to do it, but it's necessary at this point. What games could this build handle? I mean, a 5500 or 3050 can still play pretty much anything. The 3050 does struggle a little bit with, or a lot, with the unoptimized new games like Borderlands 4. It really struggles on that one. But I mean, it would be able to play like a Battlefield 6 for sure. But like, dare I say, pretty much everything, just not the unreasonably unoptimized titles. The 3050 it's still somewhat capable. But we will do a full benchmarking run of this. Okay. So now that that's installed, and then what? This is going to have to go up and around. We'll do this one now. This is the 4+4 over here for the CPU power. And then we can just stuff the extra cables. That should be no problem. The only problem is, what do we do with all this bundle of this? I think this has to come through here. And then we install the 24 pin. Over this way. Like so. Are you guys tracking all this? Like that? And then we just put the bundle of cables right there. And then the front panel comes back on? Wait, can the front panel come on like this? Yeah, it can come on like that. Actually, what we should do is route this through here. That'll probably be better. Let's route this cable through here before we put the front panel back on. Like so. Are we tracking that? Tracking? Okay. Dude, I'm just making sure, man. There we go. So that's going to be like that. And now let's put this front panel back on. Yeah, I'm going to zip tie that bundle up there. I just want to put this front panel on first. That way we know exactly how much cable slack we're dealing with. Okay, there we go. And now we have this side. And now we can see exactly what this bundle looks like, which is going to be right. Dude, this is looking pretty good. I don't hate it. Let's get 2 zip ties. That way we can make this a little bit neater. Use twist ties? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay. We got that one there. Then we'll put one over here. Like so. We can really bundle those down. Clip the excess. Bang. Then that just kind of sits there nice and pretty. Huh? Oh, yeah. Just joined. Where's the G? Dude, that looks good. I'm liking that, man. Clean. Okay. Now the only thing left is in this back compartment here. And here's where we have to install the GPU. So again, this case does accept a 2-slot card, which is a normal thickness of a GPU. And that just gets installed over here. That looks sexy. People be doubting this case, and then when you see it filled up with parts afterwards, it's like, oh, I kind of see the vision. Look at that. Once this case comes alive, it's like, oh, okay, now I see why he keeps building with it. Oh, that's the wrong That's the wrong screw. That will not work. This is what I need. Right? I can't see the vision? You still can't see the vision? Oh man, I don't know about that one, man. If you still can't see it, then we might have a problem. Okay, I'm not going to tighten those down all the way, because I want to tighten this screw up here first with the GPU. Oh man, we might have a serious problem if you still don't see the vision, because this is pretty much it. They're legally blind. Well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry. If that's the case, then that's valid. That is valid and understandable. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean to alert anybody, but this build is already complete. Bang. How we feeling? There it is. Like, it's as simple as that, man. I mean, that is an absolute done deal. We got everything we need right here. This is a $580 small form factor build. Now we can actually see if we get to the BIOS or not. You guys ready? How are we feeling? Portable use? Exactly. You think we're going to get signal? Go straight to the BIOS? Let's find out. Power on. Fan on the GPU is spinning. Fan on the CPU is spinning. Currently still got no signal, man. We still, like, dude, power saving mode. Oh boy. Oh. OLED? Question mark? Yeah, that is actually an OLED. If we do get to the BIOS, you'll see that it's an OLED. But, you know, sometimes on that first, let's go. New CPU installed. Press Y to reset FTPM. Don't mind if I do. Give it to me. Nope. No. It's all good. You just gotta trust the process, man. It's coming. In 3, 2, 1. BIOS. No boot device. Well, I missed my window, man. I missed my window. I counted it down and everything. I thought it was gonna go to BIOS though. We're gonna have to delete key it up, man. Good timing, terrible execution. I almost had, there we go. Bang. We got our B550M ITX AC with BIOS version P3.40, which is probably severely outdated. Got the 5500. We got the DDR4 RAM running at stock 2066. That's it, man. That's a done deal.